Alright, so this is a lot of the evidence that I have collected. Evidence of threats, harassment, empty promises, and so on and so forth. A lot of the people that I was in contact with, a lot of the people who threatened my life, and there's even more on my phone. There's some machine guns. See that? Ooh, scary. These are machine guns that people have made in their own homes. Simple mechanics. I also have some airplanes in here and some cars and some chariots. That's from Washington State. This is my conversations with Rand Ingersoll. This one is a group that I met with some people that are assholes, that I'm the only one left in the group. Here's some stuff from Tim Beeson from that group. This is the Sten Mark II. It's a World War II submachine gun. This is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This is the parts. A few different machine guns. This is one of the most important messages for anyone ever. Some stuff on missing people. There's also some stuff in here on sexual predators. We finally just got back to the beginning of January. This is some of the stuff about, there's Lila Mountain Sheep and JD Morales and some other people that I know. Some messages, more messages. There's the FBI right here trying to get a hold of the FBI. Well, this one is just some things about whistleblowers about the FBI and the police, because I'm not the only one going through it. Here's Joanna Taylor Smith. Some more videos of me explaining the situation. Now, mind you, we're still in January of 2020. Now we're in December of 2019. And mind you, this goes all the way back to, this is Bobby Forrest right here. These are some videos from, one of these is actually the video that I recorded while I was in Wyoming about child abuse. This is obviously before I lost my Jeep, or rather had it stolen by illegal means. Shannon Alvarado sent me this. This is the charger for my computer. I was very thankful for that as well. That was in August of 2019. This is some stuff while I was in Washington State. I mean, there's a lot. See, when I told you guys my stories, I didn't just tell you my stories. I also saved the evidence of it. And there is a lot of it. There's a video on Sean Ratner when he went missing. That's Brandon Ratner's brother. He's the one that took me to Wyoming for court. Quite a few different things on here that are related. Here's Ted and Natalie's cases. Here's Alicia Bollinger. There's Ted Bollinger. Here's Denise Kelly. Here is Teresa Massilia, who also was abused by Boulder Police Department because she tried to turn in a rapist. Chloe Pochovis. Dusty Payton. There's a lot in here. I dealt with a lot of people. We're still going back. More evidence, 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 more, 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 more. Problem is, I don't have immediate family. Immediate family gives you a sense of comfort and security, and that's why people are willing to lie for those people. Here is Maddie Boa. There's safety and security. Here's the videos of the girl who stole my phone. So that's still in Washington State. There's also, we'll get down here eventually to the videos of the people that, the heroin addicts that went from Wyoming with me to, oh, there's Corbin Bailey. He's the one who I was trying to get help from right after Natalie died when the police came and harassed me at Starbucks. This is Anna Hunka. She's dead. Dwight Press, Chris Burns, Alexis Valentin is dead as well. There's Blaine Recrelius. He threatened my life as well. Here's Joshua Eichelberger. That's Lena Maestas. And then there's Jamie Curtis. I guess it's not going to focus in. There's Ken Wilson. There's Leah Plunkett and her daughter. Her daughter died in a car wreck. There's a lot in here. These are from Washington State. Still. These videos here are from the lady who stole my phone full of evidence. In order to get it back, I had to buy her a new phone. I kept my word though. I needed that phone back. It was that important. It ended up getting stolen anyway. There's all the money that I had to work with. That money that was sent to me by a very kind woman named Pauline. And that money I ended up spending to get a new phone for that girl so that I could get my phone back. She had asked if she could use my phone, and I said yes, and she stole it. Cops are fucking bastards. These ones right here, I don't know what they're from. Somebody had sent me an invite on Facebook to a game that they play, and whenever they do that, I end up with this shit. I don't want it on, but it ends up here anyway. That was when Casey Perry went missing the first time. Here's an alcoholic passed out in my vehicle. This is a cement boat right here in Washington State. It's a ship made out of cement. There's a lot here. We're in July of 2019, and I have to go all the way back to, let's drag this thing all the way down to, what's this, May of 2018. Why victims don't come forward. Speaking out on the only platform I have access to and know how to use. This is the stuff from Ted Bollinger and Alicia Bollinger from my grandma's funeral. This is a picture of Sydney High School from, and there's my car right there. This is at Amy and Andrew Witcher's house. That's a rabbit. I like animals. This is the gun that I was supposedly going to kill the Bollingers with, which is complete bullshit because I didn't threaten to kill any of the Bollingers except for Ted. That's a deer I dragged out of the road in some fog. I tell true stories. The problem is, if you're seeing, there is a shit ton of evidence here. Now these are just videos. I don't know why they're so big, but the word country, POS MP4. These are from, you see that bow in the background? These are all at Tabitha Michelle Cook's house. This is from my grandma's funeral. That's Dram sleeping on the floor in Nettie's Treasures here in Chapel, Nebraska. This is where my older brother was staying. We went to go get him to take him to my grandma's funeral, but I was on a Facebook ban, so I wasn't able to get back a hold of him, and we went to go see where he was staying, and this is the shit pit he was staying in. More evidence, more evidence, more evidence, more evidence, more evidence, more evidence, more evidence. That's Anna Hunka's wrist right there cut. These are from screenshots from being in Denver, homeless. The problem is, there is just so goddamn much of it. There's Anna Hunka, the one who died. She was a deep cutter. See the cuts on her legs there? She also had cuts on her wrists. I mean, there's just so goddamn much. Where do I even get started? And I tried posting these on Facebook, and I got Facebook banned because there's threats in here against my life in some of these. These are the ones I think with Tim Beeson. Yep. We're still with Tim Beeson because he harassed me for months. And the more he harassed me, the more I begged Natalie to cut that shit off. I didn't need fucking any more bullshit. I was having a hard enough time with not being able to see my loved ones because I was being assaulted. There's the protection order. This is Sarah Rubiolo from when I tried to help find her, and Hannah Pendergrass from when I tried to help find her. That was years and years ago. These are pictures from up there in Montana at Amanda and Lana's house. There's a picture I drew for Natalie. There's a former Starbucks employee. Oh, here's a good one. These are 3 people that I talk about in my stories. This is Desiree Leonard. She's addicted to meth. This is Brett Roloff, addicted to meth. He's trying to cut his shit out, though. And here's Riley Johnson, aka Samurai. He's the one that, one of the messages that I got harassing me was from Riley Johnson. Turned out it wasn't him. This is a picture of me at Aunt B's house with all of her dogs on me. This was supposed to be Missy Layla Johnson, but it's not really her. She was a fake persona, and a lot of people do that who are fucking with you because they don't want it coming back on them. They don't want to be traced. They don't want any laws that they break to be brought back upon them when they harass people on the internet. This is the messages between Natalie Bollinger and Tim. This is one of Natalie's favorite artists right here, Smile. He's a Boulder artist. And of course some really cool bamboo chariot type things I liked. There's Miss Cherry. Sorry, I'm shaking like a leaf. It's cold as fuck. This is a hostel in Boulder, Colorado that Dan Favorite paid for me to stay at, and I was grateful for that too. That's the protection order from Natalie, of course. Here's some phone numbers and stuff all spread across the bed. Those are all the receipts. This is a bunch of the evidence that I had at the time. This is in the motel that I tried to kill myself in January of 2018. This is some stuff that, oh my god, I am so glad I have these. Holy shit. Yes, oh my god, this is a bunch of evidence I forgot I have. I took this picture in Virginia in 2016. This is Natalie and this is Alicia. And this is Natalie's little cart because she had a busted leg. And she's wearing her Narcotics Anonymous hoodie. This is Tim, the bitch boy Beeson. This is different phases of that picture that I drew for Natalie. This is a homeless man who was beaten to death by the police. This is the pagoda that we went to. Matter of fact, this picture was taken at the pagoda. We were at the pier that's at this pagoda. That was Natalie and Alicia's idea to go there. This is Natalie's car. This is the night that she told me if I wasn't already on the way, she was gonna fucking kill herself. And that's her leg. She sent me those pictures, by the way, and her x-rays. And I mean, there's a lot of fucking evidence. This is a picture that I took while I was with Brian Townsend outside the Louisville Police Department when I had to go in and get my evidence when I tried to kill myself. Here's the is this Cara Mia or Cara Rogers? Oh, Cara Rogers. Says, I was being harassed by a guy named Mike Boudet. Yep, and I didn't find out about that until much later. Here's the one from Candace. Hey, so I'm gonna need you to brainstorm on somewhere to go. Cops were sitting outside my house this morning when I took the girls to school, then came to my work. My landlord is pissed. I have 3 days to take you somewhere or pack my shit. I work tomorrow, and the weather is supposed to get shitty here Sunday, so that basically leaves us this afternoon. Do you have any resources outside of Boulder? Here's another one. This one's from a guy named Charlie. It says, Sean, Cara Mia has deleted everyone that supports you from the support group. This is what happened when Candace didn't want to come forward about the situation that happened to her house with the police and all that. We got into an argument, and of course I cursed her out. And so she didn't want to show this part of it. She just wanted to show that I cursed her out, so I must be a terrible person. Whatever, Candace, you can kiss my ass. Anyway, it says Sean Karamia has deleted everyone that supports you from the support group, and she has said some very nasty things on that group about you. Please tell me your side and I'll post for you. She screenshot all your messages to Candace and she posted them. I deleted myself from your friends because of the harassment from people. Here's the one from Candace. Nobody said you did anything wrong. Part of the issue stems from having the cops at my house yesterday. I can't control that. They were sitting outside first thing this morning and came to my work. I can't have that. Y'all understanding the situation I was in? I mean, it was a very fucked up situation, and I still have to deal with the consequences. Some of these are threats and harassment. Colorado homeless. There's a lot of different stuff in here. Miss Jerry. These are from Miss Shelley. Nat Shelley. I told you I was in contact with her. These ones are from Karamia. Darren Hartman threatening me. Daniel Loya threatening me. There's a bunch of people threatening me. Here's from Anna. She wasn't threatening me. Says, I'm so here, rubber duck. Oh, that is not what I was trying to do. What did I press? More from Candace. This is from Brenda Dickinson. These are screenshots between Natalie and I's conversations on Facebook, including where those pictures came from and at what times and what days. The problem is getting the cops and courts to look at this. Meanwhile, I'm being abused because nobody will help me force the cops and courts to look at this. People are claiming that they will, but these people aren't even looking at it themselves. So how do they even know I'm telling the truth or not? They fucking don't, because they're not actually fucking looking. They're not actually helping. The help that I need to be able to prevent these people from harming me further means that I need an honest day in court. I need to be able to protect myself, and I cannot physically or mentally protect myself. Now, this is between me and Miss Jerry. This is between me and Miss Shelley. I gave Miss Shelley all of the information that she needed, all sorts of people's phone numbers. These ones are from Danica. These are the protection order. This is phone numbers of the police officers in all the places that I was trying to go for help. Colorado Coalition for the Homeless is right here. No, that's an officer. That's Colorado Coalition for the Homeless. This is an officer. This is an officer. This is Amanda Balehash. I mean, I saved a lot. When I told you these things were happening, I wasn't bullshitting. These are from being in Boulder right after Natalie died. These are from the hospital in Boulder after Natalie died. That's where I was assaulted by Lola Ty. Alright, this is a dead coyote. On my way to go to Miss Peach's house to get a lawyer, I saw this dead coyote and it made me sad and I took a picture. These are from Ken and Leah Plunkett's in their garage. These are all my tools. This is Officer Abel Ramos. His phone call with me is on here on my YouTube. And this is Officer Paddock. There's my engine. You see that thing? That engine is so tiny. It has nearly 50 pounds of thrust for that dinky little thing. You see how big that is compared to bottles of alcohol? This is part of the fuel that I used. I tested like 7 or 8 different types of fuel in there. This is one of the tools that I paid Brandon Ratner to help me move most of these tools out of Ken and Leah's and I took them to Tabby's. And Graham got to keep those because he didn't pay me the money he was going to pay me for tools. Yes, I like Star Trek. A gnome monosopop engine. This is the engine that I bought the blueprints for. The one that I bought the gun lathe for. It's so I could make this engine right here. It is so badass. That's from May 2007 is when the picture was taken. And then a Roman mile fort along Hadrian's Wall. And then this is actually Mary, the mother of Jesus. This is her house in Ephesus, Turkey.